Welcome on in, NYMD Podcast. What it do be?
What's going on, man? I got to tell you, man, I love that beat. But, man, coming down what we just came down from, man.
Sign. Okay.
Oh, my gosh, man.
Sign. Listen, it's your host, Kevin Hurt, Brian Sherrod here in NYMD Podcast. We listen to DJ Cassidy. Got to give him a little bit of pass the mic from some of our favorite MCs growing up.
Man.
That was just, I can't even say it was off the chain. It was better than that. It was better than that. Just I'm not going to say it compare today to yesterday to tomorrow to next week. But I just know the era we grew up in was the golden era or platinum era, whatever you want to call it. It was the best era of all time.
Yeah, man. It was just bringing me back just listening to those beats, those songs, and just seeing all those greats, man. It was just bringing me back, man. It was just.
But there's so many greats.
Yes,
there was so many good. There was so many genres. So much hip hop. You can get your political hip hop to your funny hip hop. Or you can go from Public Enemy to Food Snickers.
Yep, got your educational hip hop, your hip hop, your commercial hip hop. I mean, whatever you wanted. There was a flavor for it, and it was awesome, man.
There was a flavor of the month.
Yeah,
man. Cheap on there too.
Yeah, man. Oh man, choice
is yours, Brian.
Yeah,
you can get with this, or you can get with that.
Yes.
I mean, I think you need to get with the NYMD Podcast because this is where it's at.
Exactly.
So thank you everybody for tuning in to NYMD Podcast. Of course, we're here on StreamYard, live on YouTube. You can subscribe to us. Give us a like, give us some commentary. Really appreciate it. Of course, we're on Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you find podcasts, you'll find NYMD Podcast. Plus your Facebook, your IG, and your Twitter. NYMD Podcast is where it's at. So what we got going on today, man? It was a crazy week last week, dog. First of all, that's where I want to start off.
Where you want to start, man?
Yeah, I usually start off with football. Because it was a crazy week for your team.
Yes.
Crazy week. And we'll get into that because it comes into, again, our favorite word of the year, COVID.
Yeah.
Let's get out of COVID. Let's talk about something totally different. A blockbuster. The title of the show. The main man. Our boy, your boy, our DC guy, who penned a really good letter to the city of DC. The thing is, that dude's a really good dude. I do like him as a person. He always supported the Mystics. He was him and Bradley were always at the Mystics game supporting them, especially when they won a championship 2 seasons ago. And he's really adopted the area. We're talking about John Wall, who was traded away to Houston and a first-round pick, a protected first-round pick, for Russell Westbrook.
Wow.
Coming east to the Wizards, the player for our boy, B2, Bradley Beal, man. Give me your thoughts when you heard about this.
I was shocked, but I shouldn't have been because I guess not that it was in the works, but there were mumblings about a possible move to Westbrook being traded and John Wall being traded. But then I think Washington came out and said we have no intentions on trading on John Wall, so that kind of just put an end to it. But I guess behind the scenes they were working on it, and yeah, man, blockbuster move. And I've had some time to think about it. And the more I think about it, I think this is a good move for both teams. They essentially have the same type of contract. You know what I'm saying? I know. Say that again.
Very expensive.
Yeah, I think they're upwards of over $40 million per year. I believe Westbrook has about 2 or 3 years left. I forget how much John Wall has, but But yeah, so you're basically swapping players. So you have John Wall, who's not the greatest shooter. He likes to distribute a little bit more. You know, he likes to get that penetration, kick out, can shoot you an occasional shot. And I think that would serve good for Houston. The only thing I want to know is because James Harden is such a ball dominant player, will he allow John Wall to do that? And also, is John Wall completely healthy? I mean, we haven't seen him play in what, 2 years?
2 years, man.
But if he's healthy, I think that would be a good fit. I think it would be a good fit. As far as the Wizards are concerned, hey man, anytime you can add a former MVP, hey, I say you take it. You haven't gotten anything out of John Wall the past couple of years, and because of that, you've seen Bradley Beal emerge. But giving him a partner in crime, you know, I think that'll help. Now, granted, Russell, he isn't the greatest shooter, you know, but he does.
Because Bradley is.
Yeah. So I mean, but he does kick it out. You know what I mean? And look, Russell plays hard. He plays with that energy. He plays with that fire, and that desire. We'll see if the two of them mesh. I mean, I don't know, but I guess the Wizards have been so downtrodden, it seems like, for so long. I think this is a good move for them, man. I mean, you brought a former MVP into your building to put alongside Bradley Beal, and the Wizards have been getting some building blocks in place for the past couple of years or so. So this might work out, man.
I can't believe you brought in fire and desire. You got some Rick James and Tia Marie in here. I know we were reminiscing about old songs, but dude, coming up with fire and desire. Honestly, when I think this was Tuesday, it happened or something like that. It's been a long week. This is like one of the longest weeks ever for me personally. So I know when first did I wasn't too enthused about it.
Okay.
I just like, you know, Westbrook, just his style of play.
Yeah.
You know, and as the more I think about it, you know, him getting to the basket because he's good at that. The level of play the Wizards are going to have because Russ only knows 100 miles per hour.
Yes.
I believe they could, because last year they were struggling to get the 8th seed. We all know Brooklyn's going to get better due to their healthy guys coming back. The Wizards, I think, can make the playoffs. They have their shooters. Russ, I'm not saying he makes them markedly better or if they're going to sit here and, you know, go to a championship or anything. But the team's going to be entertaining. They're going to be fun to watch. It's going to be a buzz in DC. And once the fans can come back, I know it's going to be a hard ticket to get.
Yeah.
But I believe that team, as constituted now, if they add something else, because, again, the season starts in 16 days.
Yeah.
If they can add something via trade, just not saying a third superstar, but a mid-level good person, who knows? But right now, I'd say this team could definitely make the playoffs. Yeah, but they're going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, and then don't remember their first round draft pick. He might come in and surprise some people too. You know, so if he develops quickly, the Wizards might have a nice little squad, man.
Yeah, it's going to be either way. I feel like basketball this year, with both LeBron and Anthony Davis signing back with the Lakers this week with some gargantuan amount of money. LeBron for a couple more seasons, AD for 5 seasons. I feel like the West is going to be fun. The East is going to be fun. The East is usually the boring one.
Right.
But the Heat and those new uniforms and which are banging.
Dude, let me tell you.
The Tampa Bay Raptors, and of course the Nets, being the Nets, getting healthy. Boston. I just think the East is actually going to be entertaining as well.
Yeah.
So basketball is just going to be fun. Actually, and it's funny. I haven't remembered looking forward to an NBA season in a real long time. Like I look forward to this one because I really think the level of basketball. I know Clay's out, but Golden State's kind of come. You know, at least we can see Steph. Steph will be healthy. They got their draft pick from Memphis. We got to see how they do. And Kelly Oubre over there. You know, was a Kelly Oubre fan when he was with the Wizards.
Yeah, I like Oubre.
Portland, if they're all healthy, it's going to be fun. And again, I gained a ton of respect for Denver.
I was just about to say.
A ton of respect. I actually like watching them play. I might have to stay up for some 10:30s and watch like a quarter because I ain't watching the whole game. But I may watch a quarter just to watch the Nuggets or the Jazz play.
So her going into this season, how was the NBA handling COVID? We're not having another bubble, right?
Yeah, I know they came out. I haven't read it. I know. I swear I just saw it yesterday that they came out with a bunch of guidelines for how they want to handle COVID. I didn't even know Westbrook had a press conference in DC already.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I just see him because I went to the NBA channel and I see him there with the Wizards hat on and everything. Of course, he probably wasn't in DC, but it might have been a Zoom call. But yeah, it said they have and the NBA has sanctions and protocol violations. I said teams they've been very strict. Like I said, they had the bubble. They handled it perfectly the first time. This time, we all know that this isn't going to happen. But they have the good thing is they have the NFL, they have MLB, they have a footprint of how the other leagues have failed or have succeeded in this. You know what I mean? And you know the NBA is always usually ahead of the curve on most of these things. Now I don't know anything specifically, but I know they have very stringent things like guys can't. Well, there are guys, but teams and team people can't go out to like restaurants unless they're NBA sanctioned or whatever. No clubs, no indoor parties, like all those things are like prohibited, and a whole bunch of other things. So no, you can't go to some Magic City for some chicken wings. You know what I mean? So or else there's gonna be heavy fines and stuff like that. So they're basically just saying we're gonna stream like this, we're gonna travel, but you can't go hang out like you used to hang out. You know, like the Cleveland Indian guys that when they're just like, oh, I just had dinner with somebody. You can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but they have always done, like I said, a good job with their rules and how they handled everything. So, yeah, but listen, I'm excited. I know in a couple of weeks we're gonna do our NBA breakdown. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. And we'll see how the Clippers are gonna be.
You say that again?
For the Clippers, and see how they rebound from going through because they lost Montrezl Harrell. The Lakers got younger. I love getting Gasol, Marc Gasol. I just think because he's a smart big man, leaving Toronto, coming there, and that's a dude that can play with LeBron and AD. So, yeah, I can't wait. But go ahead.
No, man. I do want to say now. You mentioned earlier about uniforms, so yeah. We got to talk about this because I guess each team came up with their city uniforms.
Yes, sir.
And what did you think of some of them?
Some of them were like the Knicks was terrible. I don't like the Philly skyline one. I don't. I'm not a fan of the Philly. Maybe Philly people like it. It's a little too busy for me.
Okay.
I like San Antonio's. I like Miami's. Certain ones, and that sort of like a orange one somewhere in there. A couple teams did a great job. I like the Lakers. I like the old Minneapolis Lakers throwback jersey that they have, which is like an all kind of sky blue looking one, white and sky blue. I love that.
Okay.
So not because LeBron plays there, people. Everybody calm down. But no, because that one just looks really. It's like simple, but it's a nice throwback to those days when they used to play back in Minnesota. Yeah, so DC's just kind of okay.
I haven't seen the Wizards yet.
Okay, yeah. I sent you a link to it.
Yeah, but it didn't.
It didn't open up.
No, and I'm actually trying to pull it up now because for whatever reason it wasn't a good Yeah, the link just wouldn't open.
Okay.
But
I think I like Orlando's. Orlando's like a throwback to like a Shaq and Penny era.
Oh, all right. I always like those uniforms.
Yeah, I always like that. I like the Magic back in the day. I love Penny, little Penny, but also I'm a McGrady dude. I love Tracy McGrady.
Oh, right.
So yeah, I was a T-Mac guy. So even when he was in Houston, I was rooting for him. I wish that dude won a championship, but I missed him. When he had the Raptor dinosaur on the side. when they had the dinosaur instead of the claw. The claw.
I like the claw better than
the claw. I like the Barney. I missed Barney.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on, Hurt. Let me just.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. It's gonna be a fun season. You got some up there? Oh, those are the Atlanta ones. Of course, you got to respect the Atlanta ones. Since they go that they had MLK throwback.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I like that one.
I don't like that.
Looks normal for them.
Oh my gosh, those are terrible.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, those are the Mint jerseys.
Not digging that.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, man, these are terrible. Cleveland.
Oh, Cleveland. Kevin, I'm still there. Poor Kevin.
Yo,
yeah. Fire.
Yo, I love this.
Fire. The flat iron red joints.
I actually like this.
I mean, they're just still blue and red, though. It's like,
oh, these are the old school joints.
Yeah.
Those aren't really new. I mean,
yeah, they just, yeah.
These are too plain for me.
I mean, I like the fact they have H-Town on there.
Yeah, old school.
Yeah.
They already have these.
Nobody cares.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Those are banging.
I like that.
Those are banging.
It's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This is
oh my God.
I love these.
I need to throw some shades on for those joints, son.
I love these.
Dude, if I was a fan of Miami in anything, which I'm not, as we all know, I would, dude, I'd cop that in a second. I don't even wear jerseys. I get what the heck? Local rivers and lakes. Okay. Local rivers and lakes. That's nice of them. That's wonderful.
Okay. Minnesota.
Is that a hockey team? I don't even know what that is.
I actually kind of like this. I mean, not.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, everything's going to look different when Zion has it on. What is that?
Oh, what the heck?
That is terrible. A city never sleeps. So, when you never win either. You never win either. That's just terrible. That looks like a racer, like a NASCAR.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I like those. I like those.
Yeah, the Philly.
That city thing, it looks like Christmas lights or something. I don't know what's going on.
I love these, man. Absolutely love it.
Well, yeah, it looks artistic.
I love it.
Yeah, those are joints Chris Paul's going to have on. Nah. I like a shout out to the state, though. I'm an Oregon guy.
Yeah.
I like Oregon. So I like those. I like those.
Blacktown? Nah.
Well, that's okay.
I love these.
I love those. Anything you add a little bit color to the classic gray and silver and black joint, I like that.
No.
I mean, well, it should have Tampa on the front, though. So, it should have Tampa on the front.
These are cool.
I like those. I'd say those are banging. A little bit of color. Yeah. What is that?
You know what? I actually don't mind these. It's a little simple.
I like the stars. Gray is just not a good.
Oh, that is gray. You're right.
Yeah, I thought they were white. Yeah, wow. Gray's just kind of. I don't know. Gray's a hard basketball jersey color. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do like the stars and stripes on the side, though.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. All right, man.
But yeah, the next that's the best they could do. Like you could get Spike Lee to design stuff. Get something. That's the best you could do. I mean, seriously, this is why they where they are, dude. They can't even make good uniforms.
Nah.
City never sleeps. Here's the version of it.
That's pretty bad.
A circle with a number with words. What?
Yeah. Not good. Not good.
I mean, if you anything, use the skyline. Put the Statue of Liberty on there. Anything. Get Robert De Niro. I don't care. Just something better than City Never. Put a bagel on there. A slice of pizza. Something. You get a freaking City Never Sleeps in a Circle. Hey, look at these. Oh, these are a great idea. No, they're not. No, they're not.
Maybe like a Subway sign or something.
Anything. Anything's better than that, dude. An actual Subway is better than that. I don't care. Get a taxi cab. Whatever. That's
yeah, that was pretty bad.
Don't get me all worked up. I don't know. Let's move on.
All right.
And that just makes me. That's the best you can do for the New York Knicks. Look at how the Lakers did theirs. We're talking about Mark. And now, don't get me wrong. The Boston Celtics is kind of playing, but I just feel like the Celtics are playing anyway.
Yeah,
like, you never have like stand out. Oh, that's a great Celtics jersey. It's just they've always just been the Celtics to me. But the Knicks, who tried new things, that's just straight utter garbage.
Yeah, that was bad.
Get an NY on the front. Get something.
Something.
Pinstripes. I don't care. It's just anything's better than that. Anyway, let's get Dolan out of there. Okay. Anyway, let's move on to your team. Let's go from my Knicks to your Birds, man. They had a tough week. 4 different strains of COVID, I heard, went through that.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
I mean, you played on I don't even know what day anymore. It went from a Thursday to a Sunday to a Monday to a Tuesday to a Wednesday at 3:05.
Wednesday afternoon football night in America.
This day.
But no.
Welcome to afternoon Wednesday football.
But no, it was actually a good game. But
no, work. I missed.
Yeah, well, Steelers. You know how I have them number 2 every week on my list. Yep. This is exactly why. The Ravens won 19-14. 7 of those points were from a pick six. They scored 12 points. Their offense scored 12 points. We scored 14. We actually could have had the lead at halftime. I don't know if you saw it, but the score was 12-7. We're at the goal line, no timeouts with about 30 seconds left. We run the ball with Gus Edwards. I forget what Steeler did it, but he literally lays on the ground for like 5, 6, 7 seconds. The refs don't call a delay a time penalty. They just let him, he makes the tackle. Everybody's getting up to get back to the line of scrimmage. Mm-hmm. And he's just laying down there, and the refs do nothing about it. They were able to, so the Ravens were able to call another play. They threw a pass to Luke Wilson. Looks like he had it, but Minka Fitzpatrick knocked the ball out of his hands at the last minute, and that was it. No time left on the clock. So we were really close to going up to halftime with the lead, but the refs kind of blew it. John Harbaugh kind of blew it with his clock management. But even still, man, the refs should have called delay a game penalty on the Steelers, which they didn't do. But the bottom line is we lost 19-14. Even Trace McSorley threw a touchdown at the end of the game. For the Ravens, for them to be as undermanned as they were, I mean, they put up a great fight. Defense was great. The offense, with RG3, it's going to be what it is. You know what I mean? But I will say this much: even though he barely threw the ball, he running the ball, he shocked me. I mean, he looked fast. He played. I mean, no, he didn't play well, but he ran the ball effectively, man. And the Ravens were still able to run the ball effectively, even with a makeshift offensive line. So, my team, even though they didn't win, even though they could have won, I still feel like they did a good job, and I feel more confident about them when they get their full squad back. So let's just hope Lamar becomes activated today, and he's able to play Tuesday. Hopefully, our guys will get healthy and can make this playoff run. But yeah, man, once we get health, if we were at full health hurt, we would have beat the Steelers. No doubt about it. We should have beat them both games this year. Turnovers kind of messed us up, but no, man, I think the Ravens are in a good place. It's crazy. They're out the playoff race, right? Not out the race, but if the season were to end today, as they say, they wouldn't be in the playoffs. I actually think this adversity is good. I think things went so well for the Ravens. Like everything went right the last year. That's why when things happen, when everything's going your way, you got to take advantage of it because you never know what's going to happen.
Everything's different season to season.
Yeah. But I kind of think with a little bit of adversity, this will kind of build them and make them stronger. I truly do believe that. Lamar has 5 more games left to play. He's playing really low-level competition. Hopefully he can perform well and maybe get his confidence back, get his health back. And, yeah, man, get into the playoffs and beat the Steelers. I hope the Steelers are a 2nd seed. I hope we play them in the 1st round, and if we do, we're going to beat them. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for the Ravens to be a 6 or a 7 seed, whatever it would be, so that we can play the Steelers if they're a 2nd seed, and we'll beat them.
Yeah, my thing is about RG3. Like you said, you were surprised about his speed and everything. I wasn't surprised where he ended up.
On the bench with a hurt leg?
On IR.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just,
I mean,
it
happens every time, man.
It's just RG3 IR should be his name. Just RG3 IR. But either way.
And I think this is it. That game was the last game you'll ever see that dude play.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least, he may try. He may try, but I don't think he'll be coming back with this organization.
No, he's not coming back with the Ravens. He's not coming back with any team. He's done.
Hey, he may be one of those dudes like the Mike Glennons of the world who just show up somewhere, man. It happens, is what I'm saying. Okay. It happens to some people.
I'll take that bet. He's done.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything, but I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised that he's some 3rd stringer in Seattle or some weird place. Like, how did he get there? It's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things. I just feel like he's one of those dudes. But either way, forget the speculation on him. All I know, I just need y'all to win Tuesday, and that's all I care about.
Because they play the Dallas Cowboys. My man, this is the week when Hurt becomes a Ravens fan.
I root for you guys once every 4 years, a couple of times. We're here.
Yes. And
I don't care what the situation is or how bad they are, or how bad you are, or whatever. Dallas just needs to lose. I just want them to lose. So, again, I would like to know if Lamar will be activated soon, because he can definitely score some points on that defense doing anything he wants.
Yeah. I'm a little nervous about this game. We'll talk when we make our picks. I'll explain.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not. But we'll move on from that.
Okay.
So as we know, your team plays Tuesday.
Right.
And let's just go on to the rest of our Week 12 picks.
All right. Yeah, man. How'd you do, man?
Oh, I had a bounce back week after you had your week that you actually did well. It's rare that happens, that you outscore me in a week, but I rectified that this week. So I feel a little bit better.
How many points did you get?
12.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I had a really good week. So I was pretty happy about that.
You're let's see. Let me see. What was the most surprising thing coming out of week 12?
Actually, probably the Rams losing. I know they struggle against the 49ers for some reason, even if Mullins was the quarterback. It's just the way that they struggled playing against that team. It seems like they said of all the teams in the division, that's the one the Rams struggle against the most, which I'm just like, why? There's not really anybody on that team right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. But they struggled and they end up losing. And they have a big game against Arizona this week. Arizona's fighting for survival at this point.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a huge game.
Think about that. If it wasn't for that Hail Mary.
Hail Murray.
Arizona would be what, 6-6, 5-6 right now?
Yeah, I think 5. 5-6.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, but I wonder how if everybody's still on the Kyle Murray bandwagon now, because you remember how they had him up there as MVP candidate.
He can't. What about
now? People just always need to calm down. Let the season go ahead. I remember like week 2. Oh, Russell's the MVP. Week 3, this person's the MVP. Everybody, you know what? RELAX. Aaron Rodgers. That's all I gotta say. Everybody just relax.
Sure.
Just relax.
We all know who the MVP is.
Oh, happy birthday to Aaron. I turned 36, I believe, this past week. My favorite player in the NFL, man. Happy birthday to you. One day, hopefully, we'll get you on the podcast. I'll probably just sit here and just be all dreamy-eyed and just happy as I don't know what. But, hopefully we'll get you on there. Yeah. That would be awesome.
I'll talk to my boy Jake from State Farm. Maybe he can hook me up.
I know, right? Yeah, you need to go. Exactly. Hey, Jake, can you get in touch with him? We don't do anything special like that. Just get in contact. We don't want Chris Paul or his lookalike.
All right. Look, I don't want any great rates, Jake.
I know exactly.
Just get me.
The commercials do kill me though. You see the one where Aaron Rodgers hit the golf ball? He's like, did it land yet?
Yeah, he did Billy Madison, yo.
Yeah, that dude is hilarious. But anyway,
oh man.
So yeah, the biggest surprise to me was that Rams 49ers game. What about you?
Well, the biggest surprise for me were the Raiders absolutely getting destroyed. By the Falcons. I have no idea what happened. They went toe-to-toe with Kansas City and got destroyed by the Falcons, Joe. So, yeah, that was my biggest surprise.
Utterly destroyed.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right, man. Well, I'm ready for week 13 because I think I have some shockers for you this week.
Oh, you're not the only one.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is good.
Yeah. All right. So we start out with the just mentioned Atlanta Falcons playing at home against the New Orleans Saints and Taysom Hill, whose BYU recently lost yesterday to my Coastal Carolina Chanticleers in the last-minute matchup that just happened this week that they put together. So who do you got in this game?
Shocker number 1, I'm going with the Falcons.
Well, shocker number 2, I picked the Falcons too.
Oh, darn it.
This is their second time playing against each other.
Yeah.
They have coming off that win against the Raiders. Taysom Hill, even though they still have Taysom Hill's still not an everyday starting quarterback yet.
Right.
And I feel like the Atlanta's motivated just for Raheem, maybe just for their season. But I think they're going to come out throwing and playing in this game, and I think they're going to upset New Orleans.
Yep, same here. And at the end of the day, this is a divisional game.
Yes, it is.
Like you said, this will be their second time seeing Taysom Hill. I think last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I just feel like divisional game. They're at home. I'm going to go with the upset.
Yeah. We have Detroit, your Detroit Lions, going on the road to Chicago Bears.
Well, we're going to see. You know where I stand. So.
Well, of course. I know you love yourself some Detroit and their quarterback. I know you. Listen, for Christmas, you should be there in a couple of days. Your own Matthew Stafford jersey from Georgia. Should be there a couple of days. But yeah, who you got in this one, man?
No, I never picked Detroit. However, their coach is no longer there.
Yep.
So that might change now. But here's the thing: I don't even know who took over as the interim coach. Do you?
Wayne Fonts? I don't know. I don't know. But I picked him. I picked Detroit to win this game. I don't. Maybe Mitchell will have a better week this week. I don't know what's going on with Chicago. Remember, they were like 5-1. Didn't they lose like 5 in a row or something? They were there.
Yeah, something like that.
They're just kind of spiraling. So I'm just picking Detroit.
Okay.
I know you picked Dow Bears. So
all right.
We got Miami, who I think are activated Tua.
Okay.
This week, and Gaskin. So their main running back and quarterback are back against the Cincinnati Bengals, who of course are starting. I forgot who they're starting, but we know it's not Joe Burrow. So who you got this game?
It is. I'm taking the Dolphins. I mean, they're at home.
I agree.
And I think
I don't like your color scheme, Daggy. By the way, I like that color scheme for your little. That is. I don't agree with that at all. Go ahead.
Yeah, Cincinnati's what, one or two games? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Dolphins, playing well. I think their defense is going to be too much for this quarterback in his second start, I believe. So,
Oh yeah, listen, they're the Miami Dolphins. They're the greatest football team. Of course, they're going to win this game. Seriously.
okay.
All right, we got now. This is going to be a battle of 8-3 teams. We got Tennessee coming out there, beat down to Indy at home against your Cleveland Browns. Man, who you got?
I started to pick Cleveland on this one, and I still think they have a shot to win. But I'm doing this based strictly on rooting interest. I can't stand the Titans, but I gotta pick them because I need them to beat Cleveland.
Okay. I picked the Titans. I was close to picking Cleveland in this one. I just feel that the Titans are turning a corner because they were playing great, then they started playing bad, then they were playing good again, and they came out that beat down last week. And I need to see Baker throw. The running game for them is on par. Tennessee doesn't really have a great defense, honestly.
No,
but they're playing at home, and I just think it's going to be a close game. But I'm picking Tennessee.
Okay.
Indianapolis, 7-4, coming off that beatdown loss to Tennessee, traveling down to Houston to the Texans. Who you got?
I'm taking Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I was honestly, this was a 49-51 for me. I was sat there and I was picking Texas. I was like, I think the Texans are going to win. I just feel like they have this momentum. Indy's got a good defense. I'm just still picking. Will Fuller's out. He whatever drug issue, he decided to take off the market. Cooks has been doing well, but I'm picking. I just think their defense is going to be enough to get them past this game. So
not today because Deshaun has been playing out of his mind. Man.
Oh, he has.
But I think it's going to continue, man. Houston's at home.
I was close. I was like, I had it on Houston, but last second I flipped to Indy. So I didn't want to pick too many upsets because I have some more to go. So
yeah, I just feel like Deshaun is not going to let them lose today.
Yeah, and they probably will win. So we're just gonna say Raiders over Jets and call it a day.
No, I'm picking the Jets. The Jets will get their first win this week.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm picking the Raiders because you can't have two fall in your face moments 2 weeks in a row. I mean, they went to Atlanta again. I don't know if they went to Magic City. I don't know what happened to them, but they played horrible last week. They're going to the Jets. Gase is still there for some reason. And I just feel like that team is demoralized. I feel like the Raiders get their mojo back on their running game, and they're going to win this game. Not saying it's going to be a blowout, but I think they're going to win this game.
I just look at it like this: traveling west to east is always hard. The Jets.
They may have stayed out there because they played in Atlanta, and I don't know if they stayed out east because that would have been the smart thing to do.
Yeah, that's a good point. I just feel like they're going to be hard. They're going to be mad. Gruden's going to get the Raiders, work them, coach them up and all that stuff. But I just feel like the Jets got to win at some point, right? Like they're the worst team, but they're not going to go 0-16, are they? So why not? Why not go with the Jets?
I don't know. I mean, they're making a real good case to go 0-16.
Yeah.
I'm fighting hard not to be that.
I don't know.
Yeah. So you got Jets, I got Raiders.
Yep.
All right, Jags on the road against the Vikings. I got Minnesota.
I don't think the Jags have a chance this game.
Rams on the road against Carolina, Arizona.
This one's tough.
Rams 6-5, Arizona.
This one's tough. I probably should have picked the Rams because they need a bounce back game, but I went ahead and went with the Cardinals.
Okay, I went with the Rams. I think they know this team very well. They had a stinker last week. I think they rebound this week. Again, another close game, but I think the Rams are going to win this game. Giants on the road against Seahawks. I got Seahawks.
Yep. Next.
Colt McCoy is not going to win them a game in Seattle, is all I'm saying. A good game here. We have the Green Bay Packers, as I call this the Reggie White Bowl, at home against Philadelphia Eagles. Who you got?
Next.
All right, so we both got Green Bay.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a tight game though. But
I don't.
You don't? Okay, I think so. I think the Eagles are gonna. They usually put up. It's weird. The Eagles usually put up a good fight against teams they shouldn't put up a good fight against, and lay down and die against everybody else. It's weird.
Not today.
It's weird. It's weird. But I think A-Rod is gonna have enough to pull out that one. So New England Patriots on the road, flying out to Cali. Oh, Cali. To face Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Who you got?
I'm taking the Chargers because New England stinks.
Yeah, New England's terrible. They're 5-6. I picked New England. I picked New England. It was hard because I feel like the Chargers are probably going to win this game. All right, thank you, Adam Schefter. Ravens QB Lamar expected to come off the reserve COVID list. Okay, thank you. I don't want to expect it. I want it to happen. So this way I can start him because he's going to get some points against that Dallas team. Anyway, so I picked New England. You had the Chargers. Yep. Chiefs, Broncos.
Next.
Chiefs, yes. Pittsburgh at home against the Washington football team. What do you got?
I kind of went back and forth on this one. The only reason why
I didn't go back and forth on this at all.
The only reason why I'm picking the Steelers is because they're home.
Yeah, I mean, this is I don't even know the last time we beat Pittsburgh. It was like probably 1980 something. We're terrible against them.
Oh, you know what? This is a Monday night game. What was I thinking?
Oh no, it's a Monday afternoon game.
Oh, Monday afternoon. Okay.
Yes, you're wrong. It's Monday afternoon, not a Monday night. It's a Monday afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a short turnaround for Pittsburgh. Playing that Wednesday game, then playing a Monday game. Tomlin was not happy with they call him a JV team, so they're going to come out motivated and they're going to lose.
Let's talk about that. Tomlin. He just went up
right over my cover.
Say what?
I'm picking Washington to win.
Oh, damn!
That I can't even get out. They just kept like, "Oh, let's talk." Like, wait, let me.
My bad.
I'm picking Washington to win. I feel like you put pressure on Ben. That running game of theirs is okay. It's not the greatest, but you put pressure on him. We have one of the top defenses in the NFL, actually, especially our passing defense. If we can get after him and our offense is sneaky, okay, I think we can win this. If they play like they played against you guys, and we're a little bit healthier. Chase Young getting after him, we can pull an upset in this game. I think this game is going to be close, or they can blow us. It can be either. We just never really do well, but I have a good feeling about this game.
Okay, good. I'm sorry, man. I totally
just ran right over it.
Because I heard you say Tomlin said they were a JV team. Dude, I totally agree with him. Yo, he was pissed after the game. I was so glad, yo. Because, as much as I hate the Steelers, I was like, yo, this coach is keeping it real. They played hard.
They were dropping passes. They played terrible.
Because I know if I were the coach of that team after that win, I would have treated it as a loss.
Yeah.
I would have straight up treated it as a loss because they suck. Next game. Who you got? Bills versus at 49ers.
I'm picking the 49ers. I think the Bills have the better team, but I feel like San Francisco's, and this is the actual Monday night game. I don't know. I don't think the Bills have it to go all the way over there and win. I'm just picking the 49ers.
Okay. I'm sticking with the Bills. I think they should have enough to beat San Francisco, man. But kudos to Kyle Shanahan and that team. They're 5-6, man. After all,
somehow through all their injuries and Bosa's missing and everything, they've done just to do this much. They've done well.
Yeah. And
of course, the Tuesday night delight. We have the Ravens at home against Central America's team. Now, if everybody knows me, they know I root against one team 24/7, 365, and 366 on a leap year like this year. I'm also not a fan of the Crows. Not one bit. Don't like them. But this is the game where my allegiance shifts purple.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
No stars. Nothing.
Yeah.
I want a 59-0 game. I want a shutout. I don't want them scoring a point. I don't like Dallas, not one bit. So I'm picking the purple.
All right, I am too. I feel a lot better that Lamar's coming off the list. That's good. I am nervous about this game. Originally I thought this game was in Dallas, which made me even more nervous. But I feel even more confident knowing that the game's at home now. But Andy Dalton, man.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the red water pistol. You believe in him for. I get the whole Cincinnati thing and stuff, but that dude is. We have destroyed him both times we faced him. If we've beaten him, like literally beaten him twice, like beaten him. Come on, man! You tell me y'all can't beat him.
I'm not saying we can't. The Ravens know Andy Dalton, but he knows us. He knows that he's played in that stadium many times. He knows the way our defense works. And Andy Dalton has weapons. We got to go up against Zeke, and sometimes we have problems. Sometimes we have problems stopping the run. We're going to win this game. We should win this game.
He's going to fumble. So,
yeah, I don't know what's up with him lately with the fumbles. But all I'm saying is I'm a little nervous because of that. Dalton knows us, man. He played us just last year. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying I'm a little nervous. But I mean, we should win this. I mean, if there's no reason why we shouldn't win this game.
No, there is no reason why you shouldn't. So you should win this game if Trace McSorley was pretty.
No, stop it.
Should win this game if Stoney Case was quarterbacking. I'm just saying.
Oh goodness gracious!
All right, are we gonna do our icons?
Well, first we gotta do our top 5, bottom 5. Well, guess what? I got 5 on it.
We got 5 on it. Where's the graphic?
But don't.
Where's the graphic?
But don't. Hey man, my computer's slow. Okay.
OM to the G, man. Come on, man. This is your department, though, homie.
I got 5 on it. That could be on
5 minutes, 5 seconds. That's what I'm gonna delay and do the icons first until we get the graphic up.
We got it quick, man. It's coming. But no, that could also be on Pass the Mic, man.
Dude, anything can be on Pass the Mic. There's so many other songs and MCs and things that could be on there. So anyway, we got our 5 on it. Brian has the top 5. I got the bottom 5. I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the bottom 5. Let's get the bad news out of the way in here. And of course, leading the pack as we went to 2 teams. Let's just go out with 1 and 2. I can't even delay how everything's going to be. But number 1, the Jets. Number 2 is Jaguars, period. It's just they're the 2 that are at the top. They're going to stay at the top. Number 3, I'm going to have the Dallas football team. So I'm going to call them. They're 3-8. They're 3-8. And yes, they're only a game out of that division, which is terrible. But that team has gotten blown the doors off of it. They're just a terrible team. Just horrible to watch. Cincinnati losing Burrow. I never really had Cincinnati down here, because Burrow was doing well, now he has that torn ACL, some other ligaments. So I'm going to have them in there. So 2-8-1 right now. So number 4 is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals. And until they hold a lead in a game which they're winning, my number 5 team is the Chargers. I love Justin Herbert. I do like that team, but they can't. Every time they have a lead, they can't hold on to it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it has to do. Hopefully, it has nothing to do. Hopefully, the coaching doesn't come into play. But you got to say something's wrong there. I don't know what it is, but when you have a lead, you keep it. They can't seem to do it. So my number 5 team is the LA Chargers.
Exactly. My top 5, pretty boring, same as last week, except I do have a new addition.
Candy girl. Oh, sorry, you said new edition. My bad.
Pass the mic, new edition stuff.
Oh, forget it.
Yeah.
Dude.
What was I gonna say? I can't. Last week, the Bills snuck in the top 5, but no, I don't think they belong there. I got to bring your Green Bay Packers back in there.
Yes.
Top
Yes.
5, coming in at number 5.
Yes. Happy birthday, Aaron. Yes. Yes.
Actually, no. You know what? I'll take that back. They're going to be number 4. I had the Rams as the number 4 team. I'm kicking them out. I'm bringing the Bills. So I'm going to keep the Bills at number 5. I'm bringing the Packers in at number 4.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
As long as the Packers are in there, I'm happy.
At number 3, your New Orleans Saints. Number 2, like I said, they may be undefeated, but they are not the best team. Look, I want you to look at the Steelers' schedule this year. They won so many games by one possession, so many close games against bad teams. They're not, yes, they're 11-0, but they're not the best team in football. I'll give them credit because you got to win close games in the NFL, but they are not the best team. The number 1 team in the NFL remains the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't care if the Chiefs lose 2 more games this year. They're still the best team in football because they got that alien at quarterback. So as long as he's healthy, they're the best team.
This is 1,000% true.
Yeah.
Not 100, not 500, 1,000. When you have the Mahomes, it is what it is, man.
Yeah. He's
so now we're going to do the icons. So we're going to skip a little bit this week because our divisions we want to do last, the NFC East and the AFC North. So we are doing the AFC East, one of the best all-around, well, except for the Jets this year, but one of the best all-around divisions in football, especially in the 80s, 90s. A ton of Hall of Famers, great coaches, great cities. Just these games between these teams back in the day, between the New York Sack Exchanges to the Kelly Gunn offense to the Dolphins with Duper and Clayton to the dynasty of the Patriots. The AFC East is one of the best conferences has been in the history of NFL. Oh yes, and of course, put that up there. Well, I can only speak for one team. I don't know how they do up in.
No, Buffalo. Remember, they have those legendary tailgates with people crashing over.
No, they're not crashing. They're getting power slammed, power bombed, elbow dropped through table.
Yeah.
I don't know if I call that a fun tailgate though. Okay, we went to a great tailgate in wonderful Miami to that wonderful stadium, and no one got hurt. Everybody was safe.
Right.
No one got elbowed, DDT, drop kicked. No one's missing teeth. We were just strolling through, minding our business, and it was one of the most fantastic experiences in my football life. So
yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, so a great tailgate. So let's start off with our icons, and let's start off with the New York Jets. Honestly, besides I know who you're gonna say. I know you're gonna say Curtis Martin or Mark Gastineau.
No.
Or Altoon. And I was thinking, okay, I know. And I know you're probably going with Boomer Esiason because I know you're a Maryland guy. I get it.
No.
But I was like, you know what? We can't go that direction. We can only go in one direction. And it's got to be with the fur coat. And it's got to be Joe Willie Namath.
I was thinking about another Hall of Fame quarterback.
Boomer Esiason, I said, right?
Yeah, Brett Favre.
Oh my God! No, Mr. Text Message. He's text messaging people when he was a Jet.
Oh no, dude! This guy.
And he just a birdie.
Dude, when you think of the New York Jets, there's only one person you think of, man.
Oh, dude! I almost forgot about the dude from USC, Mark Sanchez. I don't know why we didn't put him on there, but yeah, Mark.
Yeah, dude, you think of that? That's the one iconic moment I think of is the butt fumble, but. But he is not an icon.
No,
even though he did technically lead the Jets to 2 back-to-back
AFC championship
games. Yeah, but no,
Joe Namath, man. That's it. That's all.
It's Broadway Joe. Come on. His nickname is Broadway Joe, man. Come on.
There's nothing else to it. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
Let's go to probably the other easy one, the Buffalo Bills. Now, again, Thurman Thomas, Hall of Famer. You got Darryl Talley. You have Bruce Smith, Hall of Famer. Andre. What's his name? The wide receiver.
Dang, can't think of it. I was about to say Rising. Darn it, what's his name?
I'm about to say Andre Bad Mood Rising. That's not it either.
I think it was his name.
Anyway, it's the quarterback from the U. It's Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly, dude.
That dude is that team. They had great head coaches, but that was Jim Kelly. 4 straight Super Bowls. And like I said, they had a great team on offense and defense. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the NFC. Andre Reed, thank you.
Thank you, Dan.
If I knew AFC East aficionado would remember that. They went to 4 straight Super Bowls. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the NFC East for all those 4 straight Super Bowls. But man, that playing with that team back in like Madden and today, the spread out offense, just Thurman Thomas, and they were just fantastic, man. They were good. They were a fun team to watch too. Putting up all those points.
I hated the Bills back in the day, man.
You were a Miami fan back then.
Oh, and I hated them. Oh, dude, I hated. But I was so glad when they lost those Super Bowls. And I just remember thinking, oh, what a bunch of losers. But now I have such different perspective. They went to 4 straight Super Bowl. Like, who does that? So
nobody.
Yeah.
And who loses 4 straight? Nobody. It's all Keith Sweat up. And then again, I was rooting for him in 3 of them. But that first one against the Giants hurt. I was like, missing that field goal. But then when we played, I'm like, yeah, we had to, I had to pull for my team.
Of course.
Yeah, Jim Kelly. So, Patriots. I know Grogan is up there for you. I get it. Gronk. Curtis Thomas. Not Curtis Thomas. I keep saying Curtis Thomas. Gosh. Who is that? Andre Tippett. I know there's a whole bunch of New England Patriots who stand out for you. But I know there's only one who's actually still playing today.
Yeah.
And that's got to be Tampa Tom.
Yeah. I mean, Tommy's the greatest of all time. Man.
It's got to be Tommy. Who else is going to be? Tommy's the greatest Patriot of all time.
Yeah.
But in this case, would it be Tommy or would it be Bill Belichick?
Tom Brady.
You picking Tom over Bill?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
because then in some of them we did pick coaches like Green Bay.
I get it, and but when I think of the when I think of the Patriots, I know Belichick's the coach, but when I think of the Patriots and the golden age of the Patriots, I think Tom Brady. I feel like Tom Brady made that. Look, he's a great coach, but before Tom Brady, Belichick was a losing coach. Tom Brady's the greatest, dude.
Listen, he was well, yeah, he took Cleveland to the playoffs. The smartest thing he did was stay one day with the Jets and took the New England job. He got an owner and him that became like BFFs, and they went and they built a dynasty.
So who do you think? Who do you think is more iconic, Brady or Belichick?
I think it's Tom.
Okay.
I mean, it's. In some cases, the coach outweighs the player, but I just think Tom just epitomizes that team and those runs and that dynasty. I just think it's him. When I see that, I see number 12 and I see Brady.
Yep.
Honestly, so. And of course, we're saving the best for last. And
best for last.
We got the most iconic Miami Dolphin of all time. Of course, for me, this is easy. It's probably easy for you.
Well, of course, it's easy for me because this is my favorite football player ever.
Yes. And this is one of my favorite football players. And Jeremiah Bell, by far the most iconic Dolphin of all time.
Yeah.
When you think of defense for that team, forget all the linebackers they had, forget the Zacks and everything. Jeremiah Bell by far is probably the most recognized. If I saw Jeremiah today and he was walking down the street, I probably would pass right by him. But then I would probably know later on that was Jeremiah Bell. It's got to be Dan Marino.
Dude, it's Dan Marino. I mean, when you look at the Dolphins, there's nobody else. I mean,
Jeremiah is close to my heart to me. But yeah, definitely Sammy Smith. I know Dan hates Sammy Smith. But, dude, who else?
Dude, let me tell you, man, I love Dan Marino.
Period.
Dan Marino, I told you this is the reason why I was a Dolphin fan.
Yep.
And
that's true.
And
it's like throwing ice to an Eskimo.
Dan Marino was awesome. I love watching him. He was the reason why I was a Dolphin fan. The moment he retired, I switched to my home team. But it's I've seen my Orioles. Well, no, I haven't seen the Orioles. The Orioles have won a championship in a lifetime, even though I was only 6 at the time.
Well, I mean, that's true.
I don't know about that one, but
I like Kevin Hart.
Yeah, you just like his first name.
Hey, he was a good driver. Oh, there you go. Yeah, go Fins. That's true. Look at that.
Yeah, man.
We got it's Finstown today, man.
Yeah,
we gotta go.
But no, real quick. I've seen the Orioles won in my lifetime. The Ravens have won twice. My Terps have won. But my greatest disappointment with sports is not seeing Dan Marino. Dude, every year, I will watch those Dolphins games. I just had to see Dan get back to the Super Bowl, and I had to see him win. And so many times, so many playoff losses, so many disappointed.
And when he got hurt, when he tore that Achilles, really set that back, because I really believe they were going towards that, and him getting hurt. So especially, I think it was early in the season.
Yeah.
When he got hurt, I think set them back that year. But it's and I know I'm biased, and I've only been to one game of theirs, but I had so much fun. I have such a great respect for that stadium. The fun. I know with 2 of there, probably hard to get a ticket, but whenever we can go back to games, I want to go there every year.
No doubt, man.
I don't need to go. I don't need to go see Washington play. I'm good. I'm fine. I will go if there's one football game I could go to. I want to go down there because that's how much fun it was. Just the area, and it's like the crazy thing is where it's located. It's like it's a bunch of houses.
Yeah.
And I know in certain, it's kind of like that. Usually it's businesses or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's it's just in a residential area. Like people just like, what are you doing? All right, let's just leave the house now. Walk to the gate.
Yeah, it's kind of like reminds me a little bit of like Old Memorial Stadium, where it's just like in this residential area. You know what I mean? Where you could literally like step out your house and just walk across the street. Oh, yeah, there's Hard Rock Stadium. So yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I grew up a Washington fan. I'm still a fan of the football team, and I always will. I'm a burgundy and gold guy, so it is what it is. But like you said, you're right. It's a Memorial Stadium because I remember when I first moved down here, and I used to take the bus past it. It's right there.
Yeah, literally
like on 33rd.
Yep,
right there on 33rd Street, big huge stadium next to these row homes. It was just like. And you didn't even think anything of it.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, was there in the parking lot down there? Like I'm sure it was.
Yeah, the parking lot across the street.
Okay. It was like next to a school too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, man, dude, I'm telling you, it's just like it's this big stadium in the middle of, like you said, a bunch of houses.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I think that's about it. I think for this week.
Yeah, man.
We have next week a little bit more. I think it would be the last week of college football coming up.
Really?
So we'll talk a little bit more about that. Yeah, I think in the 19th. Those are like championship games and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see if Michigan, who had to cancel their game against Maryland this week,
Maryland's only played like 3 games this year.
Arizona State just played their second game. Second game against UCLA last night.
Crazy.
So, yeah, everything's COVID crazy. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in NYMD Podcast. Of course, we're on StreamYard. We're live on YouTube. Follow us. Give us a like. We appreciate it. Of course, so you can find us anywhere online, Facebook, IG, and the Twitter, NYMD Podcast. And, of course, you can download us and just listen to the audio version. We're on Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you find podcasts, you'll find the NYMD Podcast. So let's go Arsenal. Our North London derby today is against the Spuds today at 11:30. So that's what I'm going to be doing for 2 hours, starting at 11:30. So hopefully by then I'll get some news that the Lamar is actually activated. So I'm going to have to may take my chance this week on that. So until then, guys, have a safe week. Wear your masks, and I'll see you next week.
Peace out.
Later.